Everything we once knew is gone. We've become drifters, roaming the wastelands, scouring the wreckage for something to hold on to, searching for someone to light the way forward.
Hello everyone, I'm Crumps and welcome to Surviving the Aftermath. It's the release date of version 1.0. Finally the game is leaving early access and we've been playing all the updates for over a year and a half now. I think the first Let's Play series I did was in February 2020, so it's over a year and a half. There are so many new changes. I will post a link to the patch notes in the description below. There is a completely new endgame. They have changed so much from the last Platinum update that we played for a month and a half ago or something. We started that. But I think we will just dive right in there, start a new game, and then we learn the new things as we go along. So, start new game. Prologue. Modern civilization is gone. It fell apart in a time when rivaling superpowers fought over power and ideology. Too focused for themselves, no one noticed what was coming until it was too late. Skies rained down fire as thousands of comets and massive objects plummet the inner solar system. On Earth, cities were leveled and replaced by vast wastelands. As nations vanished, the remaining factions waged decade-long wars over scraps until there were no armies left to command. Now we are all that remains, looking for a new home, looking for a way to start over in this age we call the Aftermath. So we're going to skip the tutorial. We have played this so much before. If we mess things up, it's my fault, right? We have to learn it the hard way. Challenge, there is no discussion here. We're going to play the hardest difficulty, 100%. Suffering can't be avoided, difficult, never-ending hardships. Catastrophes, we will just have it on frequent. Push forward, the apocalypse never ends. The environment, the planet is a barren wasteland, land is mostly barren and dry. Survivors, we will have scarce starting resources with a few survivors. Boom, maximum difficulty, 100%. Then we can choose ideology. So, in the wasteland, there is no right or wrong. The only thing that matters is survival. Everyone who comes this far has done or seen something they don't want to talk about. But that's not the way to build a better future. Let's leave the past behind and choose our way forward. So, trust on basic survival skills, tech-focused survival and efficiency. Progress and technology, large-scale production, tech-focus. Take care of health and safety. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm usually have the playing style of this large-scale production or survival and efficiency. So let's go. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter for difficulty either. So I'll go with number one here. Survival and efficiency. And then we should choose two specialists. And I think we need either a fighter and a scrapper. A scavenger is the correct word. Yeah, I think I go with Makeda. You are 20 fighting and 100 scavenging. And then I will go for a scientist. Hex, how are you? 12. Scavenging 50. Do we have any other scientists here? Scientist, 12 damage, 100% scavenge. Yeah, let's go with those two. And we can choose something here. Well, I'm from Sweden. The Swedish ice hockey national team is 3 kroner or 3 crowns. So let's go with that. Blue for Sweden, right? Go. And then the colony name. We have had the same colony name since we started. In all the other updates, Hadley's Hope. And it's from probably the best movie ever made. Please make a comment if you know which movie I mean. And the motto, no, I don't want to type my own. Can we just choose rebuild and prosper? That's fine. And start the game. So now there are so many changes. I've read through the patch notes, and there are one of the things they've changed is that the wind power now needs to be heated during winter, otherwise it won't work. So I think we will need to build heaters all around the colony, which means we need so much power or firewood. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Here we are, okay? We have water right next to here and here. This is freaking awesome. And there is no pollution, what I can see here, right? So I think we're just gonna pop the tents, the campsites. Okay, there's some pollution there. But let's put it down here. I think that's a good spot. Then hopefully we can add fishing piers here. That would be a really good start. There we go. Let's just see if we can add that fishing pier. 60, it's only 68% though. How about here? 92. 75, yeah, and that's pollution there, it's not good. Well, it's not the best part, but okay, we have a lake up there. I think we'll go for that instead. So let's prepare where to place the start. I think we go around this area. There are no pollution. We don't want our people to glow in the dark. So let's pop it next to that, flip it around and build that one. We also need the most important thing, I think it is anyway. We need this medical tent. Because if someone get injured or get radiation sickness, they will die right away, and we don't want that. We can place a stockpile, and we have so much things. So where do we have? There we have plastic, plastic, plastic. Yeah, I think I will place it a little bit on the outside there. And a food storage. Yeah, we will have a fishing pier up here somewhere. So I will place it next to that so they don't need to bring the fish so far away. Everything takes time. And then we have water. So I guess we can put a water collector here. Or maybe we can't. Efficiency 78. You collect 11 water. I say that's pretty good. 11. No, let's go 11 here. There are no pollution. Well, there is pollution there, but it's a little bit far away. We need to add a couple of water wells. So we actually got 67. That's pretty good. Can we get some? Yeah, I'm going to place this one here as well. 80, 86. It's quite far apart, but they will be reliable. We will not use this in the beginning, so I will remove that. Hopefully we can build this one. Can I set this as priority? Yeah, build next. What else do we need? The recycler for collecting plastic. And since we have two piles here, I will pop it right next to the stockpile. You can drop off the things there. Let's just have a quick look so I don't have forgotten anything. Yeah, we probably need more housing. And we need a burner so they don't freeze to death during winter storms. So let's add 2 more. And then I don't think I can place the burner. No, we have to wait. Yeah, the burial pit. I will wait. Hopefully we won't have any deaths in the beginning. And then we need to give them somewhere to do stuff. if I place it there. Yeah, I think we're done. Let's see how this works. Let's shoot the flare.
There are survivors waiting for a signal from the settler. They are cold and hungry, yet willing to work, should the colony take care of them in return. They can be invited in right away or later, in case the settlement needs more time to prepare.
Yeah, shoot the flare, and that was a nice voiceover. That was new in this update, so a lot of changes. The flare is in the air, and our colonist has arrived.
We've reached a milestone.
So our special, you will start collecting wood, because we need plenty of it. We need to build up all of this. We also need to expand over here, and to see what's behind this fog, we need to build a scout tower. But first of all, we are low on water. That is actually already being built. So let's speed it up a little bit. So we can have a little look how this looks, what we have. Here are wood that we can collect. We have plastic piles. Later on in the game, we can access concrete and metal. And we also, well, the only food resource we have now in the beginning are the berries. So we need to collect a few of that. And can we set this campsite counts as a stockpile and a food storage and everything. So they will bring everything to this now in the early game. Where do we have the other well? It's here. So I will set that to build next. We now have 7 carriers. And we need this to be built so we can get plastic. And I think, yeah, we need this. We need water. We don't need them to thirst. Oh. So let's build some roads to speed up the movement. Okay, we do like this. Here is the toilet. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Yeah, we have this pollution. Yeah, I'll let's do that. Then can draw a road to the water collector. You are not doing anything, so you go and collect more planks. Yeah, we definitely need more planks. And we can actually set this to collect those planks as well. Yeah, we need to set this as a priority since we have water now, because we need plastic to build everything else. So this is our first small quest. Someone's yelling inside the tent.
Suddenly, muffled cries for help start echoing from one of the shelters. Inside, a large hole has opened up in the ground, swallowing the poor colonist.
The shelter was apparently built on top of a small sinkhole. A makeshift ladder should get the colonists out without injury. Build a makeshift ladder. Done. 20 happiness. And here's the happiness scale. You can see overall it's pretty good actually. Especially in the beginning, like this. Okay, finally, we will soon have some plastic. Yeah, this pollution will not be good for them, so we'll definitely need a hospital soon. So I will add one more to collect plastic, and then we need to build this right away. You are collecting more planks there. Then we'll just Maybe we need some food. Let's go for slowly going down. This is being built, which means that we will now slowly see what's behind here. And then I think we actually can build a fishing pier here. So can I see 90? That is 100%. Boom. So let's build a road from the food storage. Let's do it like this. There we go. And then, yeah, we need to connect this as well. Good. Now we can speed things up. They're still gonna live down here, so it's quite a long way to go. Something is off with a shelter.
Not everybody is equally skilled in the art of building, but one of the colonists seems extraordinarily bad at it.
His tent looked like it could collapse at any moment as the poorly sewed tarp slowly rips apart. Yeah, we will improve the tent. We will use the 9 plastic we have. Another 20 happiness. We have 1 homeless colonist, and then we're building the final tent. We have 1. Logan is infected. There we go. And now, yeah, it's just
We've reached a milestone.
a few more there. Born and raised. First one is born. We are growing. So let's build that one, and then we can take 1 person off there. And then I think, yeah, we have 200 wood, 30 plastic. We can now build decorations. And the Pathfinder statue. That's included in the early access. If you bought the game in early access, you have this statue. Okay, water well is built. Let's remove you there. We still have plenty of water. And we got to build the gates. We need to open the world map. So what do we need? We need 175 plastic. We almost have the wood.
Yep.
We will see. You will collect that.
Yes.
Are you still collecting the berries? Yeah, you are. I actually think we will let you continue to do that. So here's the food storage. Don't we have any berries close? Yeah, we have that. Now we have collected all the wood, so let's move there. Then as we move along, and when this gets to 100% scouted, we can demolish this one, or we can convert it, upgrade it to a guard tower. But for now, I think we could, yeah, we could save some actually. Let's decide what to do. We definitely need that, so I can remove you, so we use you as a carrier instead. Yeah, we need more plastic. We can also have a look at the tech tree that is completely different. It's not completely different, but it got some new nice colors and stuff. But I think it's the same. All the texts are the same as the last Platinum update. So we got the resources, the infrastructure, community, and this. So actually, I think I will queue this because the nurses and medical training, I think that's the most important thing in the early game. Increased healing speed and more people working at the tent. That is very important. A colonist has an idea.
One of the colonists approaches, looking more than a little nervous. She says that she might be able to provide some clothing for the colony.
Okay, do we actually have fiber? We have. So I will give her the fiber. And we got 5 clothing. Perfect. Let's have a quick look. We actually have quite a lot forest. So we could set up a trapper pretty early. I don't like the pollution here, but maybe we should go with that at all anyway. So let's make a little structure out of this. So can we? Okay, there is some. Is it berries or something there? I don't. Yeah, should we? Yeah, maybe this is a good spot for a trapper. I will place you. We don't want to knock down any trees. And then we have the stockpile there. We have a food storage there and food storage there. So it's pretty close. Let's do that road there so I can move faster and a little bit away from that pollution. You can go and collect food from there. How are we doing on the gates? We need another 55 plastic, which we have. So I could actually click build next. And we could send one of the specialists down and build that. Okay, we have a heat wave. That is not good because we have no water storage at all. So first, let's see if we can pop down a well. 28%. 30, 40. Yeah, well, actually, it's a little close to that one, but it is what it is. So I will actually change to build this next, and then see if we can build clean water storage. 40 plastic. Yeah. Yeah, let's build a water storage next to the water collector, and then we will definitely get this running when the heat wave hits. Then we can see where we can place that and get good new efficiency. We actually get 100%. So where is, yeah, let's go there. I will wait and to add a second one there. We only have 2 carriers. Samara is injured. Get to the hospital. Did we build that quickly? That is awesome. We have 12 water. So I will build this next. Can we get this built before the heat wave and fill that up? Can you help with that maybe? No. Yeah, we actually have 1 access water, so we don't need to use this. That was good. A colonist is poisoned.
A delirious colonist is carried into the camp.
Something seems to have poisoned him, but he's unable to say what. Should the colony be willing to take the risk and try an experimental and intensive treatment to get the colonists healed enough to say that it might have caused these symptoms? Well, we have 3 medicine. Take things slow and steady. It's not worth to gamble with people's lives. The man is taken into treatment and carefully nursed back to health. When he finally wakes up, he is unable to recall what happened. The source of his condition remains a mystery, but at least he is safe. And before I forget it, we also have this overlay, and they are now fixed, so you can move the overlay menu, you can move around with the menu up. But we can look and see if there are any evil, angry animals lurking around, but everything looks nice. These green are nice animals. There are no red, and that's fine. So we don't want any earthworms to eat us. Yeah, we get some fish in there. The clean water storage has been built. Let's build next here. We need 10 more plastic. No, I don't want you to shoot the rat. I want you to collect that pile. We need more wood. We need wood for everything. And look at that. The gate is being built. So we can access the world map. And that is where the fun begins, right? Yeah, almost done.
Congratulations. You've rebuilt the gate and gained access to the world map. The gate is now open, and the vast world stands ready for your specialists to explore. This progress has not gone unnoticed, though. Soon, your colony will begin attracting various folks. Some good, others desperate, some tricksters, and those who just want to see you destroyed.
Arm the gate with colonists or keep some specialists close by to defend yourself from the inevitable raids. Yeah, this new thing is that we can now not add and remove people when needed. We have to have this gate manned and use as much people as possible if we're gonna stand the attacks from other bandit camps. So a group of survivors.
A ragged bunch shuffles slowly towards the gate.
Okay, so how do we see? So there are 8 adults, 4 children, and Gorky the fighter. Yeah, you are welcome. And now we have 11 homeless. So before we send everyone out to the world map, you can collect some more food there because we will need it. Oh, 23 water. Yeah, that is during the heat wave. So I think we might need to build some more wells. Where can we? Yeah, next to the water is always good. So 80. No, I clicked the wrong button. New quest available. Can I? Yeah, we don't want any overlap either. So what's that? Can't place unexplored area. Okay. Yeah, I will pop it here. Boom. There might be some overlap, but it's just a tiny. And we need to build this quickly, so build next. And we don't want them to starve. Okay, we need to send out, we need science, so I will take the scientists, send world map. We can also take Gorky, our new specialist, and Bo. So, scientist, you go and collect science.
Ready.
Yeah, we will just, I think we'll just head on here and try and grab as much as possible. Yeah, this will take a while until we have explored that. We will always keep one fighter or one specialist back home so you can protect if we are being attacked. That is actually quite large wooden house. Let's go for that. And then we see our new quest, Remembrance.
Usually a very positive colonist has recently been deeply troubled by something. When asked, he tells that he's been worried sick about the attacks that have been made on nearby colonies.
He's worried about his sister, with whom he lost contact some time ago, and thanks to a petty argument, last he heard of her, she lived in one of the settlements that had been attacked by the bandits. According to the man, his sister Lucy always wears a silver pendant with the mother's initials. Looking for her would give the colonists a peace of mind. Yeah, we will find the sister, of course. So, can this heat wave be over, please? I think it's been going on long enough. How are we doing here? Yeah, you need to, we can actually, could use the specialist to speed things up. There we go, now -2. So I will set build next on that one. There's a new day. We should have a look at the specialist, but I just want to make sure that we have the water problem solved. Now we need to look at other things as well before we go on, because we need a burner, because there will be winter storms. So if I place this burner, well, let's place it there. And I want emergency shelter. Yeah, let's pop it there, and then we flip it around, and I'll build another one there. Almost everything is covered. We can build another burner there. We can also add with a couple of tents around here if needed. So, world map. And
Job done.
what did you find someone there? Okay, here are the quests. We're gonna look for the sister, but we'll do that in a while. We need to find science right now. So you continue there, you are collecting science, and I think we actually, yeah, we are researching Guardians. We have queued that up, so that will be researched as soon as we can, and soon you will have somewhere to live. We don't have any firewood yet, but I think the burner comes with firewood. No, maybe it doesn't. I think it did in the last update, but we definitely need to start cutting down trees so we can make firewood. We are researching nurses, and the heat wave is over, so we can definitely remove you. And now we have 20 water.
Job done.
Nice. We found that. Yeah, I think I will just collect the tools and that one
Mission complete.
before,
Can do.
and we can drop it off. We need that back home. We have some clothing, but we need tools. That's for sure. There's some pollution there. Let's clean that. Yeah, we are doing pretty good. We both have a fishery. Oh man. Yeah, I will demolish this one. We probably need the resources. We're gonna build plenty of other of those scouting towers. We can actually build one up here to expand this area. Okay, we can build guard posts, but we will not do that yet. So we build up there, and we need to repair these. Okay, guys, I think we had a really good start. It's a little tricky. There are a lot of changes. There are new graphics. Everything have changed. There's some new icons that we will have a look at and see what everything means. But I will finish this episode here, and my plan is to release at least one episode every day of Surviving the Aftermath for the next couple of weeks, because we're gonna play this a lot, that's for sure. I'm probably gonna squeeze in a couple of extra episodes now in the beginning. So if you don't subscribe to the channel, please do that so you don't miss upcoming episodes, because they're probably gonna be quite a few now in the next upcoming days. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.